to where I'm at right now, about with the Lucky Gnome and everything. Kinda
There's a
outside.
microphone, why don't you use it so we can hear you better?
Let's see.
And you can take it out if you want. Should be on.
Is it on? Can you hear?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So basically in 2022, I was doing IT, doing security systems and installing cameras and that for the Bucket. Used to be called the Oaken Bucket down in the river. And Jerry came up to me and said he wanted to know if anybody knew a bartender because he really needed a bartender badly. And I said, I know nothing about bartending, but if you need help doing something else, I'll be glad to help because I have my evenings free. He said, no, we'll train you how to be a bartender. I said, okay, I'll be a part-time bartender. And then I started bartending and as I realized, well, I'm in my 50s. I gotta learn how to bartend quick. So knowing me, I obsess about everything. So I all of a sudden YouTube everything, books and everything on you. And then I went to bartending school. It's like I got catch up to all these other young bartenders and everything. And so I did that. I graduated from Mishawaka bartending school. And next thing I know, the bar manager quit. So Jerry said, okay, you know what you're doing, you seem to know what you're doing, we'll make you bar manager. Okay. So a couple months after being a bartender, I'm a bar manager. No experience, so again, YouTube everything, how to be a good manager, stuff like that. I mean, YouTube's my best friend. After that, the other manager left, and so next thing I know, I'm GM. I'm general manager. Less than 1 year, I'm a general manager of a restaurant I know nothing about. So again, I'm back to YouTube on how to be a restaurant manager and everything. Then things changed. The restaurant started going through change. Kurt decided he wanted to change the way the restaurant looked and everything. And Jerry left, and so then I was there. And then the changes that were going on, it's like, I don't see this place going anywhere after this. They were trying to make it a fancy tiki bar. They wanted to bring people in from Notre Dame and that. It was like, people aren't going to drive 7 miles out of the way to go when they pass 20, 30 restaurants to go to a fancier place. So I left there and I went to LaSalle Grill. So I was bartending there at LaSalle Grill. So I learned my fine dining experience there and got my love for more of the fancier cocktails. I learned how, which in bartending school we learned about, but at the Bucket, it's like, okay, you're not gonna get a great old fashioned or martini there. At LaSalle Grill, I got to refine that, and so I make good old fashioned, good martinis. After LaSalle Grill, basically, around November last year, Jerry came up to me and said, let's start a catering business. This place really doesn't have good catering. He said he can compete with the other catering businesses because he did catering in Chesterton. He was rated one of the top caterers in the northern Indiana area. So I said, sure, we'll start it out. And February of this year, we found a kitchen down on Miami Street. Not a great part of town, but it was a kitchen, small kitchen, old Mexican restaurant. And we started catering. And one of our first caterings we did a tasting for Mendoza College of Notre Dame. They loved us so much, they started using us. And so all of a sudden wait, this kitchen's too small now. So we had to get a bigger kitchen. And Jerry happened to find the hotel owner of the Clover at a bridal show. And they said, we got a big kitchen for you. Comes with a venue, but the other catch is, comes with a restaurant. So we said, okay, we'll take it over. And so we spend most of our time working on this catering. Our catering business has grown a lot. We've done a lot for Mendoza, and since this school year, we're the #1 caterer for Mendoza. Yeah. So in that short of time, we've become the #1 caterer for Mendoza. We also do the law school now, which we just started this year. We've done events for the science department there, and we've had a great time with the science department. We had them at the Lucky Gnome. We decorated the whole place and had science themes and everything else. I dressed up as Einstein and whatever. So after that, okay, the catering's been taken off, great. Well, we got to get the restaurant going. So we try to get the kitchen going, but mostly it's just hotel guests. We're hidden back in the middle of nowhere. People don't know where we're at. The one thing we got going for us though is we make a lot of our own stuff. That is our strong point. We make our own pizza dough. We make our own pizza sauce. We make our own cheese sauce. We've made our own hamburger buns. So we try to do everything ourselves as much as possible. Our motto is on point but slightly different. We try to do something just a little bit different than everybody else. We want to give you that extra touch that a lot of the caterers lack or miss. And we try to do that in our restaurant too. This is more about the restaurant, so I'm getting to that now. The restaurant we've got going, we had a kind of a double-edged orange, double-edged sword. You know what I mean.
Close.
I'm not a great speaker. We want the people, but we can't have the people without the staff. And so I had a hard time getting staff. And now, finally, as of yesterday, I got a full staff. And I love everybody we have. I think we have a great staff. We can go forward. Now we got to get the word out to people. Problems we have now is getting people in from 933 into our restaurant. Getting people to notice us on social media. I'm trying to work on a sign, trying to find a place to get a sign to get out by the road. I asked one sign company and they came by, they said, oh no, we don't do signs that big. It's like, well, I don't want the hotel sign changed. I just want a little sign underneath it. I mean, because we're inside the hotel, so they thought they had to change the whole hotel sign. No, we don't want that. There's 2 4x4 posts out there. I need to get a professional sign looking out there to go. That's what I want. Just something that says we're there. I didn't want people to know that we have a grand opening until we had staff, because all of a sudden I say we have a grand opening, I have 500 people come in and it's just me. It's like, okay, you're gonna get the worst service ever and you never come back. So those are kind of the stuff where we lined up at. Let's see. I guess basically, like I said, our basic difficulties are we're in a hotel. It makes it difficult because people don't really think of like, oh, let's go out to the hotel to eat. And that's like, oh, let's go to the restaurant. But we're inside there. I'll try to wrap it up. That's pretty much about it. Any questions or anything? Or
Yeah, so tell us your name again and the restaurant.
my name is Chris Helms. The restaurant's called the Lucky Gnome. We tried to come up with something that we had like a list of 20 different names we came up with. And the Lucky Gnome kind of stuck because we figured it's not a leprechaun, but it kind of fits the area. It's inside the Clover Hotel, so it kind of fits. I mean, to me, I liked it, and it's kind of fun sound. Yeah.
So the Clover Hotel, for you guys who lived here a long time, is the Ramada. Remember the old Ramada?
Yeah, it used to be an old Ramada.
Ramada, or the Waterfield, or the Wyndham, then the Waterfield.
Yeah, the restaurant
Waterford.
has been closed for 2 years. Why it's been closed for 2 years, I have no idea, because it's a great place. I mean, it looks great
COVID
inside.
Did that.
Huh?
When they shut down for COVID, probably did.
Well, they said it was the owners, because it closed down in 22. Around
Also got through
22. So they said, I guess when the new owners took over, the restaurant left. So
What are the hours?
right now we're just open for evenings. We're 4 to 10 for the bar. Tuesday through Thursday. We're open until 11 on Friday and Saturdays. And right now the kitchen closes an hour before the bar. We're gonna change that to where at least we have pizzas all the way up to closing.
That's good.
What's the capacity there?
We have 178 people.
So what about business meetings?
Yes, we can hold business meetings. We
Yeah.
have private meetings. There's also, the hotel has 3 different venues. We have the second largest in South Bend of 9,000 square foot ballroom. We have where they have their normal breakfast area, and that holds about maybe 100 people. And then they have another small business area that it says holds 80, but it'd be kind of cramped.
And also in the bar.
And the bar, yes.
You have like an ability to like do a projector on a screen and.
So what would be, is there a charge for like an event, or is it just what the food and drinks?
Well, if you rent from the hotel, the venues, the hotel will charge you for that.
What if we just did it in the restaurant, like
No,
off hours?
I don't have a problem with that. We do have one event that's coming up where they do want the whole restaurant work, so we're closed for 2 hours, but they're renting out the whole restaurant. So,
But your would you be willing to do daytime, like some?
Yeah,
during off
definitely.
hours?
We've done that before, yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're open to everything, anything.
Now, what about, there's like BNI groups in town, or like networking groups that meet over lunch. And usually everybody buys lunch, and there's usually like, I don't know, about 20 people. So would you consider
like a
opening
catering.
at lunch?
We could
Yeah.
do like a catering thing for that. Yeah, I mean, we do small caterings.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're open to everything and
Trying to get
everything.
the word out, right?
Yeah, exactly. We do small caterings for Notre Dame. We do small caterings. We just did a wedding, so.
And they're catering for us next week. So you guys
Yeah, I
all need
figure
to come for
we'll have a
breakfast.
graze board here next week
Where?
for us.
Right here, 1 million cups.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
So we'll get that out.
we have a special event, so we're catering it.
I'm on the board for the Real Estate Investor Association of North Central Indiana, and I am the one that kind of tries to arrange things.
Oh, okay.
And, I'm the programs person, so yeah, I'm kind of thinking about that for,
Yeah,
a
I
few
mean,
things, yeah.
just come check out the place. I mean,
It's
around the
nice.
stage area, there's a whole lot of room. I think the stage area is, I think it's around 60 people, fit comfortably. So people around that size, if you want bigger space, I mean,
Yeah. We usually have, like, sometimes we could have like, 30 to 50 or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. That'd be
yeah,
good.
we could always accommodate that. I mean, we could always put you in the breakfast area if we needed to or something.
Yeah.
I mean, we got space.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna come and visit you over there. When's the best time to find you?
When Liz is there.
Yeah.
Liz works there.
Oh, you work there?
Yeah,
Liz
I
works
was
there
gonna
too.
say, they have a bang up event planner right here that
Yeah,
works for them,
she's,
Liz.
We're giving her a lot of responsibility really quickly. She's learning quickly. We're putting her in charge of catering, our catering captain. She's also my main server, so.
Special events, cause you're having
Yeah.
like a Halloween party coming up.
Yeah, she's our event coordinator. She does it all for us.
Wouldn't it be cool if Liz is, pronounced her, instead of with a soft G, a hard G, and then what would her last name be? Liz Gorgeous?
Yeah.
So, yeah, we catering is our business, so yes, we can cater to anybody.
Cool,
So,
okay.
well, I can't say anybody yet.
And you do
We try to
offsite
keep
too?
it 200 people or less.
And you do offsite too?
Yes, yes, we
Yeah.
definitely do offsite.
Yeah,
Like
they're
I said,
delivering here.
Like I said, our number one customer right now is Notre Dame.
Mhm.
We do a lot for Notre Dame, but we do a lot for other businesses. We're doing some for Embassy Suites this weekend. We're doing drop-offs. I don't know who's there, but yeah, we're dropping them off there. We've done tailgates for people or stuff, so we can drop off. We can bring the Schaefer dishes. We can give you full service. So
Yeah, it sounds great.
What would you say is the average ticket price?
our prices aren't very. I think right now it's $14 to $20 per person.
That's pretty reasonable.
We try to keep our prices down. Like Jerry and I say, we're not in this to make $1 million quick. We just, as long as we're comfortably living, we want to make sure we have good value, and we want to have people have a good experience and want to come back. We want to make it comfortable for everybody. So.
Did you guys do the cooking? Did you come up with the menu and everything?
Jerry does that. Yeah. We also have a chef.
What's Jerry's last name?
Jerry Paliga. We have a chef that's from the Dominican Republic. She's our main cater chef. She also worked at the Bucket a long time ago, so if some of the stuff she did at the Bucket, if you liked, I mean, she did it. The Spicy Rigatoni, Jerry's had that since, he used to own his dad owned a restaurant called, I'm absolutely blanking right now.
Yeah, I'm drawing a blank.
Starts with a P.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but they were the #1 restaurant in Chesterton for a long time. They outdid Applebee's and Olive Garden. So, I mean, they used to have 4-hour waits, which I think is crazy, but
Yeah, I wouldn't wait 4 hours.
yeah. I don't think you'll see that nowadays. I really don't see anybody waiting a long time anymore. So those days are probably
There's
long
too many
gone.
options.
Yeah. But, so he's comes up with all the food ideas and all that, so. I take care of the front of the house, he takes care of the back.
Do you have any special events coming up or any specials on the menu?
She's a plant. I think we have a Halloween party coming up, yeah.
Also
Don't you have
Carrie,
something on Wednesday nights?
We do have, oh yes, trivia, starting tonight is,
Oh, great.
tonight's our first night is trivia night,
Cool.
from 6:30 to 8:30. Yeah, we have drink specials coming up for that, trying to decide which ones I wanna go with. Let's see, Tuesdays we have half price pizza, Thursday all our burgers are $10. Wednesday trivia, Fridays and Saturdays we haven't really done anything yet. The home games, we're trying to do stuff, but we haven't had much success yet while the game's on.
Have you tailgated at all?
We had options, but we got too busy, so we turned down the tailgating. We were offered by game day to do tailgating, but we turned that down. We just didn't have quite the staff ready for it.
But now you do,
We're better off, yes.
yeah.
We still, if we were to do tailgating, we probably could use a couple more.
Were you in the food industry before this?
No, I did IT, and before that, I've done a lot of many things. I've built furniture, I did construction, I was an EMT, I mean,
Well,
everything except for food,
yeah.
so.
Isn't it funny how life takes us?
Yeah, well, I guess in high school, I did work at Domino's, so. Any
well,
other
great.
questions?
Is there any resources you need for your business? Do you need help with social media or?
Exposure, yeah, just try to get the word out where we're at.
I mean, do you need to hire someone in social media or do you hire
Well,
somebody
that's
to?
my sore point.
Do you need, I mean, we have some social media experts
Yeah,
right here in the room.
Yeah.
The social media guy we have, Jerry's known him for over 20
Okay.
years.
Bookkeeper, accountant, or
Oh, we have
you
great
got
accountant.
everything all set up?
Yeah, our
Okay.
accounting department, I think we're really good. It's just right now getting the word out where we're at in that. Again, she knows my thing with social media, but that's, I'm all trying to do.
I think if you have an event, since you have an event coming up, maybe you could get on one of those, like morning, like there's or in the afternoon,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
an area
Good
thing
idea.
on TV. I don't think that they cost really to get on.
Doesn't
those.
cost anything.
Right.
Hometown living.
Hometown living, and
Yeah.
then
Okay.
also on Saturday mornings, or even, I don't know, one of those, even,
Experienced Michianas on WNIT, you get on the TV with
Okay.
them
oh,
maybe.
and put your event in, on the Facebook, like, and it'll
Event
show up
page.
events that are
Yeah.
coming up, like if people look. I
Event
go and look,
page,
This
yeah.
weekend there's this event, and within this month there's this event.
Yeah, Liz was talking about that. She was getting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we do have an event page for the event tonight for the trivia.
Mhm.
But we have a Facebook page. Tell everyone to like our Facebook.
Yeah, there's,
Yes, like and share our Facebook page.
you could
and-
put it up there so people could see it. Can you get onto it from your computer? Also, you know what, if you join, the Mishawaka Business Association or the South Bend
Yes,
Chamber.
we actually are part of it.
They-
Through the hotel, so
Okay, then
well, I just gotta
You're-
get to the meeting.
you're part of which one?
St.
Mishawaka,
Joseph,
Bu-
I think.
which one?
I think it's the St. Joseph Business Count, or,
Oh, the South Bend,
Or South Bend.
Chamber. They should help you hold an event there. They'll help, maybe.
yeah.
You might do a ribbon cutting or something for a grand opening.
Yeah,
Or maybe you could host an after-hours event for them. And also the same thing for the Mishawaka Business Association. The Mishawaka Business Association will do a ribbon cutting and invite the community to come. And you can also hold a chamber event there, so it'll help you get the
Yeah.
word out. So
yeah,
that's a
something
good,
we did talk about, but I gotta probably write it down. I know
Yeah,
some of the meetings I
absolutely.
just couldn't make, so.
well, there's no real meetings right now, so it'll be easy. You don't have to go to anything, you just call them.
Oh, okay. That works fine.
But good news, next week, the week you're catering, Felicia will be here, and she's the executive director of the Mishawaka Business Association, so
Perfect.
you could meet her then. All right, great. Well, thank you so much.